Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Taurus, April 19, 2022. Aim to be easy on yourself and humble with others, as a Mercury-Saturn conflict can stir a tendency for negative thinking or unnecessary criticism. Off and on today, you can feel a little torn between focusing on your larger goals and enjoying the moment, which can undoubtedly detract from productivity. Still, you may need to break things up a little if you've been going too hard in either direction. Otherwise, it's a day for seeking and finding more imagination in your life. You might find ways to combine fun and intimacy creatively. The moon is in your partnership sector all day, and your interactions help you get in better touch with your own feelings and ideas. The fifth house is under the control of Aquarius, which gives you a lot of independence, so controlling and jealous people are not to your liking. However, if you find a partner who understands your way of relating, they will manage to stay in the relationship for a long time. Your life. Today you will feel somewhat overwhelmed by tasks that you must perform in your home. Surely several tasks are piling up to be done. It will be 3 weeks of laundry. Or you'll have to recycle newspapers and tidy up. Try to go on the attack and finish these things. You'll feel better if you listen to some good music or talk to your family while you do your homework. Your power of seduction is at its maximum. You charm only by your look. The people you meet will turn around in your path. Native singles of the sign will most surely meet a pretty person who will cheer them up for a while. If you're in a relationship, you don't want to share everything today. You can't be in great shape every day. Your spouse will quickly forgive you for your silence and will know how to entertain you to take your mind off things. Your speech is likely to be excessive, particularly with your close entourage. Smooth the angles. Your impulsiveness makes you rebellious to your partner's demands, and remain cooperative, even if it means giving up certain personal projects. In a relationship, it's not a very good day for expressing feelings. You momentarily lack gentleness and objectivity. But you can escape the worst. Being very busy is a good way to avoid your loved ones without hurting their sensibilities. Wait a day or two before revealing your thoughts. You're not seeing things clearly, and this is bound to affect the connections you've been nurturing. For instance, the moon's celestial ruler of your friendly 11th house of associations, community affairs, and sense of belonging in the world will be joining forces with Jupiter and Neptune in Pisces today, inspiring a deceptive and elusive energy with regards to your one-on-one connections. How to best harness this energy? Your planetary ruler, Mercury, will be transiting through Aries in your intimate 8th house of mergers, shared resources, and soulmate connections, granting you access to the shadow side of your connections. Be discerning with the information you share. Where could your job take you? You could be thinking about the long-term journey in your career when Venus in Pisces squares the North Node in Scorpio today. Ideally, what you know could lead to something greater, more financially and professionally sustainable. So, you should focus on the commitments in your current role that you enjoy, no matter how unconventional or atypical they could be. If you let go of any convictions while accepting how much you enjoy aspects of your job, you will be surprised with where it leads to. The moon might return to your financial sector every 4 weeks, but it returns today for its most important visit of the year so far. While this will always fuel your financial instincts and imagination and allow you to become more emotionally and intuitively engaged, in the lead up to tomorrow's new moon there is also a chance to draw a new line in the sand. It will be hard interacting with people today. You overreact to the smallest things and feel completely misunderstood. It would do you good to take a step back, clear your thoughts and start tackling the arguments in a calmer way. Someone in your family is organizing a get-together, and they need your help. They also need you to promise that you're going to be there. This is the kind of project you're good at. If the response you get from prospective dates is not always positive, consider how your approach might be improved. You may want to ask what you could change about yourself. Becoming more self-aware can help you understand what to change or at least help you appreciate another's point of view or not. A lot of emphasis is put on diet these days, choosing the freshest foods available and preparing a variety of healthy meals so that all your nutritional bases are covered is key. Another important part of diet is to eat slowly and chew your food carefully. Apart from avoiding the risk of choking, well-chewed food helps us avoid overtaxing our digestive glands. Many people who gulp down their food overwork their glands and find that they stay hungry even after eating. If verbal communication doesn't suffice on this day, look to the written word for effective expression. The spoken word can be far easier to misunderstand or to come out wrong. Words can get caught in your throat and leave you at critical times. Writing, however, gives voice to your thoughts without pressure or interaction. It's a clear path to speaking your mind when you're ready. There's time to think before saying. Try this, you'll be surprised at how effective it is. Our eyes in the sky. Mercury in Taurus and the Scorpio moon lend positive and airy vibes to the day, allowing us to chat and analyze our emotions. The moon is in the via combusta degrees of Scorpio, so we could get up on the wrong side of the bed this morning. Try not to let your ego get the better of your emotions, and have patience with both yourself and those around you. While we're cosmically set to get an emotional reprieve later in the morning, today might not be an easy day. As the afternoon progresses, the moon begins to form harsh aspects with Venus and Mars. Emotions that we've repressed might begin to affect us, though we won't necessarily have the tools to release them just yet. A cerebral energy could put us in an obsessive headspace, so try not to fall down any social media rabbit holes or stalk your ex online. Thus, energy also gives us the motivation to make money and build security. Unfortunately, the planet of action could meet with some resistance from Saturn. Try not to make any spontaneous or premature financial moves. Take stock of your finances in the coming days and form a plan to resolve any lingering debt you may have. In the early morning, the Scorpio moon trines Mercury in Taurus, supporting sound judgment. Although it is typically difficult to make decisions during the Scorpio moon, justice, liberation, and truth act as conceptual guides. Gray areas take on clear definition. There is an obvious choice if we want to stay in line with our ethics and end up on the right side of history. Although we can make important elections now, this is also a great influence for handling less serious business. Getting together with friends, working on group projects, or doing volunteer work within our communities are all favored. Our perspective can be communicated without ruffling feathers or alienating those who we need to have on our side. Sharing opinions openly and authentically breeds trust and diffuses enmity. Mid-afternoon, the moon opposes Chiron in Aries, triggering events that cause us to feel insecure. We may still be able to communicate our ideas effectively, however, underneath a facade of objectivity, our behavior is being governed by painful recollections of our past. Certain interactions remind us that life isn't always fair. Perhaps we have been slighted in a way that feels unjust. Feeling unworthy or incapable can find us seeking out support, placing pressure on friends or partners to uplift us. In this way, we risk turning our back on own desires to align with others' interests, conceivably to escape persecution. Hiding from our uniqueness only serves to distance ourselves from our intuition. Be mindful that others like us for who we are, not how well we can chameleon ourselves to their agendas.